educated and cultured and do I mean, the only girly thing that he does is that he's the cook in our house. I'd never make dinner.
I wouldn't say that's
Um,
girly.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
that's
receptive.
yeah, maybe
Yeah.
it's not. It's just maybe less common. You know, in marriages, I
But
think
hypothetically,
it's
in the
It's
future, when everybody's
associated with
transgender,
domestic.
if
yeah.
everybody's transgender in the future, we're all transhuman and robots, and we're all equal, and we'll all be like fucking robots and
Not
like
all
gay
robots
shit.
are equal.
Yeah.
Well, there was some pushback on that, and that women will be more stagnant in their or static in their preferences and in their um, emotional development. So their preferences are going to kind of keep as a standard. And there's some biological evidence to support that. Men are kind of the mutation of the species.
There is a natural tendency for women to aim higher than they should. I agree.
But
What do you
also
mean,
to
like
keep
for
it
women to get the better man?
Yeah, there is a natural tendency there. I don't think it's measurable. I don't think everyone
hypergamy.
Yeah, I
Women
don't
aim
think
up.
you're right. I don't think it's not a bad thing either. It's just if you're I don't know, if you're 50, you're still alone, and the guy you just saw doesn't have the right eyes. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do for you.
And men care less too, right? So a woman needs someone who can provide, and that's a core part of her attraction. A man doesn't need that, so like he can date across and down economically.
Well, traditionally, even to this degree, you need a man to be able to protect you, because the neighbor could want to rape you, and if your man can't protect you, then what is he there for? Like,
well, that's what we have the state for, Ben.
Right now, today, yeah. Exactly.
Now we've replaced men with the state.
Still replace rape by a burglar or by whatever danger there is. Like today, we still need women. Still want to feel safe. Put it that way, next to whoever they're with.
But that's why in the future, robots, AI will replace women and men. Well, who would I replace first, men or women?
It will replace the rapist first.
I think actually, and somebody more educated hopefully can chime in, but I think biologically speaking, it's easier to replace a womb than it is a sperm.
Oh, I heard a story, China or whatever, they are making the first artificial wombs and like testing around with it.
Yeah.
And then they need eggs too, right? So like whichever one of those would be easier to synthesize using stem cells, I think that would be the answer to the question.
You could also just clone yourself if you want a baby, buddy.
Wait, is that possible? Cloning?
That could become a thing. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's right.
You would think like some people were kind of used to humans as like having a mix of genetic.
Right, yeah. If you wanted just a real literal clone, you could do that.
But people might start to trend to just start cloning themselves.
Maybe it would be a serious it would be seriously facing all of
population
your issues. No, your own issues, like on a psychological level. That would be crazy.
Not only that, but like on a genetic level, you're recreating all of the same problems.
Your trauma. Yeah, you're gonna project your trauma onto them. You're gonna project everything. Yeah. Poor kid. Poor you.
And the religious people will have problems with that too. I'd say they'd think that the soul is creator's own. I don't know.
Well, they have problems with everything.
And also the kid's going to have a problem with not feeling independent. Like kids need to feel independent at some level. Like I have a teenager. She wants to feel independent. It's obvious. She is her own person. Everyone does have to accept that. She's not our clone. Like it's something that kids need to go through, I guess.
That would be a great study in like a variety of soft sciences though, to see how different a clone would develop. Well, the nature nurture kind of thing.
I mean, people do it with their dogs, thinking they're going to get the exact same dog.
Or what if a bunch of people want Einstein?
and then the dog is different, It just it turns out to have a completely different personality.
What if Einstein's genes were charging you $1,000 to make a clone of him? Would you pay $1,000 to have a little Einstein?
No.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like this could go really far. Poor Einstein. Like he's got to go and solve physics now. What are you doing? That's not
Right.
nice.
Yeah, you would
What if he wants
expect
to do
great
ballet?
things.
Poor kid.
Yeah.
Deep.
What if he
That's
has
deep.
to go to class with a bunch of other Einsteins? It's like, dude, all these other people want to compete with me. What am I going to do?
Has anyone ever
Yeah.
seen like one fat twin and one thin twin?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but they're fraternal though.
Yeah. of
Yeah, a
course.
friend of mine I went to school with. He
What
lives in
about
San Francisco.
identical?
No.
Well, my partner has an identical twin, and they're just different. They look different because they're different jobs. Like my partner has a lot of functional strength because he fixes things. He has way less money. Like his twin has tons of money. So his twin has, the clean fingernails and differently groomed, and they've been different weights at different times because his brother sits at a desk and my partner is, working and burning calories all the time.
Is it dramatically different though? Like, is one the muscular version of the other, or is one fat and one's healthy?
I wouldn't say super dramatic, but yeah, different muscle mass, different body fat percentage for sure, but neither one of them are really obese,
But technically, one of them could be. Like, is what he's saying? Yes, it's possible that one of them could have just let himself go completely.
But yeah, the one
Could be, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel
They're
like I've
triplet
never
males.
seen it though.
They were only born with two. Well, I mean, just like
I
you
feel
can
like
have
I've
a
never
fat
seen
phase
it,
and
or
thin
one
phase
gay
too.
and one straight one.
People have fat phases and thin phases too.
hmm
So even with yourself, you can compare yourself. You look different times.
Yeah, there's always like if you get to know twins, you can always tell them apart after a certain time. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like one person who has a weight problem, like obesity, and another, and their twin is perfectly healthy. Like the kind of diabetes that comes from a poor diet, and then like someone with a great, blood sugar level.
hmm
Dan,
To
didn't you
really
see the
emphasize the
movie-
difference between nature and nurture,
Didn't you see the movie with Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito? They are
Oh,
actual
Jesus.
twins.
What's up, buddy? Say hi.
Yeah.
What's up?
Welcome.
So
Do we know you? Are you our new guy? Have we met you before?
Everyone here virtually knows me in
Do I
some
know you?
shape or form.
No, Ben does not know you. Zach.
He knows me because I made a joke in poor taste one time on Flow States, and
Oh, did you?
that was the first time I ever met Ben.
Oh yeah, I was hosting that stream actually. That's funny.
So there you go.
All right. Well, if I
That was when Flo gave me the keys.
Start fresh. I don't remember anything.
I'm not here to cause any trouble. Dan knows
Yeah, I
me.
know.
Noel,
yeah.
No, what happened was he made a Jew joke,
Right.
and it wasn't that the joke was offensive or that anybody was upset. It's that
Oh, Flo
it's that
lost on you.
YouTube, YouTube doesn't like that kind of stuff, and so Flo came back on
Right,
after
yeah,
having
yeah,
been backstage and then tore him a new asshole.
yeah, but all was forgotten, forgiven. So
He's got that push, eh? He's got that masculine DE, whatever it is.
you got to watch out for the chick on the bottom, though. She might start flashing something.
I hope
Mm.
not. What is
I've
she
heard
doing?
about that.
You've heard about it, huh? Consider
no,
yourself
she's got-
lucky.
She's
Some of us have witnessed it.
She gets 4 strikes because that's what she gets in her day program. She gets 4 strikes here too, and she already used 2
Well,
strikes. So
I mean, I accidentally did that one time. I was just like coming out of the bathroom and zipping up my jumpsuit, and I didn't realize the camera was pointed towards. It was an accident though.
Hello.
It wasn't to cause trouble.
yeah, I don't think you got anything. But I got rid of a section I remember on whatever that stream was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like one time I was on a stream and I accidentally filmed myself crapping on the altar at the church, and people got
Yeah.
a little mad. They got upset, but
Yeah, I don't know. That happens sometimes. They also don't like it if you pee there or do any of your stuff there.
yeah, it was weird. I don't know.
Yeah. They don't like
Well,
if you throw
they say
your
that-
garbage there either.
they say that pornography is like 80% of the internet, isn't it?
By what? by metric, by volume, by
I'm
Yeah,
sure that's
maybe
true.
traffic.
I'm sure you're right on your stats. What was the word he said earlier?
80%. It's like
Objective?
it's the capitalist thing. So 80% is porn. So that's just the natural way of
Someone want
things.
to fact check him, Hank?
I don't know how I can fact check him. I don't have.
I don't want to
I-
have misinformation here.
I know how I can do to fact check him. I don't have routers every firewalls to sense the traffic everywhere.
The claim that 80% of the internet is porn is not supported by current data and is widely regarded as an exaggeration or myth.
Yeah. Good. Yeah. I got 4% to 15% of total web traffic. 4 to 15.
And
We're
I'm,
not
like,
quite as
I'm
perverted.
I'm
as
at
you
least
think.
like 1.5% of all of that. So
You know what I think that might have been though? I think that might have been projection. So that's all right.
It was
You're good.
traffic from an analysis in 2011. So not content, but traffic. And the claim is the figure is not consistent with more recent and methodologically sound data. More
Right,
reliable
because I heard that
estimates
in the media.
say it accounts for between 4 and 8% of internet traffic.
see, I create a lot of content because after the ladies meet me, they're all content.
You got good dad jokes. Do you have a kid?
No, I don't.
All right.
Porn is probably the
Well,
most
you're gonna be a good
commonly-
dad, man.
No, I lost my son 3 years
Oh,
ago.
I'm sorry, buddy. Yeah.
No,
I'm
he
sure
didn't
you will.
die or anything. I just lost him at the store and I never went back to look.
Oh, yeah, that happens. I lost a couple that way. I got more though.
I feel like my mother used to do that sometimes when she just needed a break.
I'm surprised you found it back yourself to the house after you got the milk. So
Well, I was that kid that was so annoying that like even the adults that found me were like, "We better get you back to your mother."
No, I don't have any kids and I don't want any kids. This world is miserable enough. Why would you want to doom someone else to have to deal with it?
Because the world is not as miserable when you have kids.
Yeah, but for the kids, it's miserable.
Until they have kids, they'll have a good life.
If they have kids.
You won't. I told my kids, you guys better give me grandchildren. I didn't have you for no reason.
Mm.
Yeah.
Can I just
Well-
randomly bitch about my neighbor stealing my trash cans? Does
Yeah,
anybody
go ahead.
else deal with this?
No.
negative.
Like my neighbor just uses my trash cans, and so when he fills them up, I can't use them. So I ordered some more, right? Like I ordered 2 extra trash cans just for me, and he just added that to the list of trash cans that he uses.
Wait, ordered from who? The town?
Yeah, from the trash service.
Okay, so why can't you get like a padlock and put it on it? Don't they have like a little hole for something like that?
A padlock on the trash can?
Yeah, that way only you can use it.
How would the garbage collector pick up the trash though?
No, you unlock it on trash day, but I mean, it would solve the problem.
I'm
I
just
doubt
not
it.
seeing how I would lock it.
Yeah,
Like
I don't-
unless I drilled a hole in it or something.
you could do that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
There's
think ours
infinite
have
ways
holes.
to solve this problem. Infinite ways to solve the problem.
Bike
But
lock.
I do get that though. People do put trash in my garbage sometimes. But I don't have a lot of trash, so it's okay.
Oh, you guys are counting bins over there?
Well, I have my own here at my office, and then Russ has his, and those ones next door are always full with our living stuff. But for me, it's like just scraps of fabric that I'm throwing away, or like, paper towels from massage.
We have a collective trash bin here, so everyone takes it to the same one.
Hmm
It's more efficient. Like,
Oh, I
It
have a
makes it
question.
convenient to put a body in too, because now they don't know who did it.
Well, you have to
The camera will
make sure,
tell.
make sure no one's watching. I have a question that's really, really not important at all. I'm just curious. Ben, do you have washing machines, or do you have to go to a communal place in your building?
I've got a washing machine. Yeah, everyone has their own washing machine. I don't have a dryer because I just hang my clothes, but
Mm.
Uh-huh.
Probably get a dryer.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't. One thing they don't have here is dishwashers. They're starting to get them a little bit, but most people just do their dishes by hand.
Oh, it
Yeah.
sucks.
I mean, I sort of don't even like them. I just sort of like doing it by hand.
Buy paper plates, man. Then you don't have to do dishes.
Fortunately, yeah, there's a lot of plastic plates here that get used a lot, and unfortunately,
Mm.
Wait, so if you get your temple back, and will you have to follow all the Old Testament laws and have slavery and stuff like that?
all right, Sean. I remember you're here. How you doing? Shout out back to you and your weird.
No,
ass
but like, would you allow slavery if you were to keep all the Old Testament laws and all that shit?
So for leprechauns, where is the pot of gold? Is it underneath the diamonds, or is it like next to the rainbow on the left or to the right? Do you have cookies too? You have some special Irish cookies?
No, I'm just curious because I
I'm
don't
just
understand that
curious.
your religion is confusing to me. You have slavery in it. Why don't you have slaves?
Wait, are you Celtic? Are
Yeah,
you Celtic? Is that what you believe? Or is that like
I'm a
your
bit-
ancestors Celtic? Are you Druids?
I'm a bit of
What's the
everything.
difference? Yeah, what's the difference?
A bit of everything. I'm a mongrel.
You're a
but,
Mongol? What does that mean?
I'm a bit German, bit Irish, bit French, bit everything. But so slavery, right? Why can't we get that stuff going on?
Yeah.
Sean, you're awesome.
What
man.
about
Don't
it?
ever change. Don't ever change. Yeah.
What about slavery?
No, but like it's in the Old Testament. Why can't we keep the Old Testament
okay.
laws? Because the Jews follow
listen.
the Old Testament.
Listen. Slavery was a global phenomenon. It was absolutely accepted by all nations. It wasn't even questioned. It was a fact of life for most of human history.
It kind of still is if you look at it hard enough.
Right. Exactly. Sure. Yes.
I'm told
Not-
that most slaves now than they were back then.
Right. Possible too.
But
And there
go
were all
ahead.
kinds of slaves. There were sex slaves. There was all kinds of horrible things that they could do to slaves.
I wish
so-
I was a sex slave.
Well, probably not, because
I got some dudes who might be interested. I'll let you know after the show.
yeah, so slaves were just a fact of life. And so if a Jew ever has a slave, they have to, one, treat them with respect, treat them right. If they hurt them too much, they have to set them free. After 7 years, they have to set them free. If the slave doesn't want to be free, they want to stay a part of your household, you have to drill something through their ear, tell them there's something wrong with you, but you can stay in our house. And then they just get to continue living with you. Like they get that choice.
What do you mean by hurt them too much? Like, is there a slave safe word or something? Or
No, like if it's according to the courts. So like usually it's if you broke one of their bones or something at some point.
If you
or-
put out a teeth
assaulted
of
them.
theirs,
You
you knock
assaulted
the
them.
tooth out. Yeah.
Yeah, knocked her tooth out, right? That's what it's written. But really what the courts were enforcing, if you assaulted them, if you hurt them in any way, then they're free. Like treat them well.
Hmm.
Yeah. So those are laws for slaves. So like if you went back in history and be like, okay, slaves are illegal, no slaves. No one would ever follow that. What Jew would ever follow that? It's not even possible in that time. And whereas if it said treat your slaves well and set them free after 7 years, right? Because that's after Jacob, right? Jacob was a slave for 7 years, and then he was tricked. He was 14, right? But yeah, after 7 years, you set them free. So
okay,
they're not actually slaves. It's like a prison sentence, and that's actually according to the law. Also, it's some of the punishment from courts. The court could sentence you to slavery for 7 years to work for the person that you injured. You killed their son. Well, you got to go and do all of their son's duties and chores at their house for 7 years.
Or if you deprived them, stole their shit or something like
Right.
that,
Yeah,
owed
exactly.
them. And
Right.
debtors.
It's a punishment. Right.
Yeah.
And it's a sentence for 7 years. Slavery is 7 years sentence.
should
So it's also-
the descendants of slaves be entitled to reparations if their ancestors were treated well?
There's no such thing as slaves. There's people. Okay. Put it that way. There's people, descendants of slaves.
No, but if they were treated well, are the descendants still entitled to reparations?
Yes.
I'll be back there.
Who is
The
giving the
reparations-
reparations? Who is who, like you got, okay, you're asking for like a real court case. You're looking at a real court case. This person, is this person influenced? Does he have a worse life today because his ancestors were a slave? Maybe. What can he prove that his ancestors were a slave on all sides, or enough percentage? Like, what are the rules?
Yeah.
And right, is the person still alive that hurt him? And is that
No.
person doing well? Is that person doing better than him?
Well,
Like,
Reparations was a very specific offer made to a very specific set of people. So
Was
that
it?
criteria, yeah, it was made by a general to several families in the South that agreed to give up the land after the Civil War was over. So descendants of those people are owed 40 acres and a mule.
Okay.
And that could be adjusted for inflation, and anybody who's related to those people could get it.
And there would be a lot of money at this point.
Well, yeah,
It'd
but
be definitely enough money to like start up a household and
Yeah. Start your own farm.
business.
Hi guys.
they need a land for
College
that data
education.
center stuff.
Hi guys. Merry
Hi, Noel.
Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Hey, it's the first
Merry
Noel.
Hanukkah.
Yes, I am shredding my the papers. I do have a little one now. I have at my house. Yep.
A paper shredder.
Yes.
Okay.
Noel, what do you think about the
How are-
Jews and slavery?
I don't
do you think
know.
the Jews should still have
I don't
slaves?
know.
are you doing
I have to go
illegal
back to work now.
Are you
You're
doing
working?
illegal stuff, Noel? Why are you shredding paper? What are you trying to hide?
Are you a spy, Noel? She's most sad.
We can read the papers from the camera.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she's shredding every issue of National Geographic she can find.
Somebody has to do it.
Alright. So back to the Jews and slavery. So you don't need slaves now. You just need robots.
We still have slaves.
N-
The
it's not
robots
us
will
that
eventually
need them.
replace them.
No, it's the rest of humanity that needed them, that used them, that like it was the norm. This Jews were taken and kidnapped as slaves too.
But if you follow the Old Testament laws, aren't you allowed now still to buy slaves if you wanted to?
No, there's not just old. There's also rabbinic law. There's not just Old Testament laws. So rabbinic law is more strict.
No,
So the rabbinic law doesn't allow you to have slaves. So it
I'll give you
changes
another
over
example.
time.
I'll give you another example. So according to Jewish law, a man is allowed to have multiple wives, and a woman is only allowed to have a single husband, right? But according to rabbinic law, no, men are not allowed to have multiple wives anymore. They can only have a single wife. So there's a difference between what's written in the Bible and what's enforced by the state.
who are the ones that use the Kabbalah? Is that all rabbis or is that just a certain sect?
All Jews,
All Jews?
all Jews who are the least bit connected to their culture and to their roots.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's that? What's the Kabbalah? Is that like special magical powers?
It's magic and numerology.
Kabbalah means the received. It's the esoteric side to Torah.
How do you pronounce this? Is it Klipoth? Klipoth? Qlipoth? Or Qliphoth? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Klipot, yeah. What about it?
Yeah. Well, I'm curious what that's all about because I had a dream one night where like I felt like I met them. They were like these little spiky balls, and every time one of them touched me, it felt like I was being burned with acid.
Okay, so klipot means a what's it, like a shell or a
Yeah, right.
right.
But
So,
it's broken.
like the skin of an orange. The skin of an orange is like the klipa of the orange, or
Okay.
the nut, the walnut around it is the klipa of the nut inside. Right, it's
Mhm.
what's outside. So it
Mhm.
serves a purpose. It protects the fruit inside. Right, it feeds the fruit. It supplies the fruit. But when the fruit doesn't need it anymore, it's waste.
Mhm.
It's not the purpose. It's the means. It's not the ends. It's the means. And so klipot have to be shed. You have to get rid of the klipot. And so, like, there's an understanding that the world is also going through that process of having something that protects it and sustains it, but that thing has to remove itself so that the fruit can come forward.
But I thought they were broken shells of the Sephira, like an imperfection in the word of God
Everything.
or something.
So everything is supposed to have klipot. Everything is supposed to have some kind of shell. Everything has a cause. Yeah.
I thought it was like my understanding was that it was like some sort of mistake that happened during creation that created these
It's not a mistake. No. It's not a
broken
mistake.
shells of
Oh, that's kelim. That's kelim. That's something different.
oh,
Right.
okay.
Right. So kelim is a vessel. So then there's also the idea that there are vessels. And like you could see that in physics. Physics has fermions. Fermions are vessels.
Mhm.
Vessels are basically ways to hold contents. So there's the contents and then there's the vessels. And so whenever you create anything, you have to have the medium, whatever's holding the contents, and then whatever's inside that medium, whatever's inside of it.
Mhm.
So that's like all kinds of creations that's what they have.
Well, it
So
even has.
iPhone-
This is the same thing with computers. With computers, you have a
It's
header,
everything.
a header, and a footer, and then you have the content in the middle.
That's right. Everything you'll see the same thing. So it's like a universal principle.
Right.
So that you have these kelim. And so when the universe was created, apparently the kelim were shattered, whatever that was.
Okay.
So the klipot gets shed. The klipot is not something you want once it's done serving its purpose. It's
Mhm.
something that you shed. It's like the snake skin. You shed it.
Right.
So, but the kelim is something you build. It's something you want. And so the reason why everything is broken, it means there's nothing to hold all of this light that's in the world. And that's what humanity does. Humanity builds kelim. They build these vessels, and they're now holding light. And that's something that we're creating. Without us, there's no vessels to hold the light. And that's the breaking of the vessel. So
That
our
sounds-
job is right. Our job is to put the vessels back together so we can hold light again.
But that sounds to me like almost like you're saying, you know, the universe doesn't exist unless there's something to observe it in a way.
I think that's different. Yeah.
Okay.
That's also a scientific principle as well. Yeah.
Well, I mean, do animals hold light? Dogs and cats and all that stuff, and birds and do
Right.
they-
Yes. Yeah. So not all the vessels are broken, right? But there are broken vessels.
Okay.
But yes, you're right. 100%.
Well, thanks for the education, man.
Oh, I mean, it's just what the words mean, I guess.
No,
Yeah.
that's cool.
But why don't you want to spread Judaism to the whole world? I mean, if everybody was Jew, I think it would be a better place than
No, it
Christian.
would not be a better place. Not everyone needs to be a Jew, buddy. It's not
Why
true.
not?
Because we need Irish. Go be Irish,
No,
dude.
but we could be Irish and still be
We need Americans.
Jew.
No, that's not what Jew is. Jew is a nation. Jews can live in America. Italians can live in America, and they can become American. Like that's how nations work.
Wait, so Judaism is only because of the country of Israel? You
Yes.
wouldn't be Jewish if there's no Israel?
That's right.
That's some weird shit,
We
man.
would have no purpose without a country, without a nation, of course, without a land. What purpose would we serve? How would we be a nation? How would we be one among the nations? How would we be the startup nation? Israel just did a huge deal with Greece right now for natural gas. Like, how would we be doing all of this huge things without a nation? We'd be hijacking America. We don't need to do that. Why would we do that? We don't need America. We've got Israel. It's fine. Let Americans have America.
Wait, so when are you waiting for your Messiah to come back and he has to be in Israel? Why can't he be in Dublin?
He could be in Dublin, man. Sure. He could be you, buddy. I don't know. Who
No,
knows?
because it says in the Bible, a rich man will find it harder to pass through the eye of the needle to enter the gates of heaven. And anyone born in Dublin is rich, because everyone knows that Ireland is the richest country in the world because its capital is always Dublin.
Oh my gosh.
True.
And it's a corporate safe haven. Well-known
Quite a
corporate
journey
safe
for that
haven.
payoff.
Yeah.
Nice beard, by the way.
No, but like seriously, so the Messiah is going to come back in Israel. He's going to rebuild the temple, kick out all the infidel, and turn us
I
all
already
to
told you
slaves.
earlier this stream, man. I told you earlier this stream. If I asked you who's the president, Trump? In the generation of King David, if you asked a Jew who's the Messiah, they'd say David. In the generation of Hezekiah, who would they say who's the Messiah? They'd say Hezekiah. It's whoever's the king. Messiah is the king.
Oh, so Benjamin is your king now, is the Messiah.
You could look at him in that context. He's not anointed, but yes, he is fulfilling the role, at least. Yes. Saul too. Saul wasn't a descendant of David. He was also a Messiah. He was a Mashiach Hashem, dedicated to God as our king.
So
But
your
isn't this supposed to be
prophecies,
like the King of Kings, like a special king?
Also the Cohen. So we have a priest class, and the Cohen, the head Cohen, is called also Mashiach. He's also called a Messiah. He's the Mashiach Hashem. He's the head Cohen. It means dedicated. Mashiach means dedicated.
oh, so you're not
So
waiting for a last Messiah that's going to kill everybody and just have Jews take over place.
No, it's a title you have, and it's an honorary title, and you say they are dedicated to God. They are our leaders, and they are dedicated to God. Mashiach Hashem. That's what they are.
Right.
And so that's
I
what
was
we call
just,
our
I didn't notice.
Both the
I thought-
priest and the king.
So you're waiting for a guy to save you guys, yeah? But you haven't found him yet.
No, we're
And you
saving
need the
ourselves.
country.
So there's
So
a
the
there's-
Messiah is the Messiah is the country. It's not a person.
the
Messiah is
whoever-
king. He just said
whoever
that.
is king, yeah, is our king. It's the chief priest and the chief king. And it means they're dedicated.
And what
to God.
happens? What happens when he comes? Will there be paradise on earth and
No,
humans will be all trying?
no, there'll be problem. There'll be garbage. There'll be shit. There'll be all of the problems of the world to deal with.
Well, why we what? So is the Jews? Are the Jews starting it? Are they trying to make it happen? Are they trying to? Are the Christians helping you guys do it?
Helping us do it. Are we trying to make the world better? And are other people helping us do it? I hope so. I hope that's what we're doing.
That is kind of what you asked. Like, I get you were like trying to talk about Armageddon, but if you zoom out to the Ben level, he did answer your question.
Right. So the Christians have a different end time story, and it's like cooler.
Yes, it
But I don't know much
is
about
cool,
the
yeah.
Jewish one.
definitely is cooler. I agree.
You say
Come on,
it's
like,
cool. Are you talking
people
about
get beamed up-
Revelations?
Yeah, people are gonna get beamed up to heaven, and like these 4 horsemen are gonna come around and leg and fan.
Yeah, and the dragon with 6 heads and
big
one of them is
dragon, yeah.
gold, and
some
you
big
know,
ass number
the moon.
666 is gonna like be everywhere. I don't know.
No,
Some
it's all
weird-
it's all metaphor, man. None of that shit has anything to do with reality. It's like metaphor through visions.
It's way cooler though.
Scotty, I need more power. We're all gonna die.
The aliens are gonna beam us up. They're all gonna abduct us.
Yeah.
All the good ones, and then all the rest of us are gonna be left on the planet to kill ourselves.
To gnash our teeth and wail.
Here we go.
I can't believe people still believe in this shit. Like 2025, guys. You got it. Like, you know what I mean?
Hey, if it
People are
happens,
taking
if
it
it happens,
seriously.
that would suck, but it would also be cool.
I pictured death being like a moment of realization where you just realize everything in its true form and you go, oh my God, I was so fucking stupid. And then there's nothing. You're just gone.
I mean, the purpose of everything
Yeah.
is life. Yeah, life is the purpose.
Mm.
Yeah, but do you realize we believe in a lot of stupid shit as human beings? A lot of things we believe in is wrong.
Yeah, like
And I'm right.
atheism. Yeah, we believe in stupid shit like atheism. Yes, I agree.
Yeah, but at the same, for a long time we believed in Newtonian mechanics, right? We believed in gravity just like Newton described it. We believed in it for a long time. It was wrong, but it's not bad that we believed in it. It's good. It helped us. We got to the moon with Newtonian mechanics, right?
Mhm.
So like I wouldn't get rid of science because it's wrong. I know it's all wrong, but it's really helpful. It produces results.
It's a step in the right direction.
It's a step, exactly. It's a step in the right direction, 100%. Well, we lost him.
We lost Zatoichi. All right.
Hank, you had a good premonition today. Good for you, buddy.
Yep. Thank you. Yes, premonition, not
What
sensory.
That's right. That's not sensory. That's right. Annie agrees. Look at her. You're muted, Annie. Sorry.
Yeah, I was just saying he's definitely intuitive.
Yeah, it's not the gold rush. Yeah, it's very intuitive.
No, but I remember when I was Catholic, right? I was like, whoa, I need to pray a lot because I might go to hell. Prayer is going to save all my problems and all that. And I used to be obsessed about it. I wanted to become a monk and all that shit. So it was pretty. And now I'm an atheist, and I look up all this atheist shit and scholarship and all the crap. And I'm realizing that, whoa, we're quite stupid. Like we do believe in a lot of stupid things sometimes, you know what I mean?
You're an atheist
I'm
much
trying to-
now?
So when you went through that process, did you find it hard not to fill that void? Because like when you are totally believing it, right? You're creating something very powerful, and then once it's gone, you kind of have to cope with it. You have to grieve for it at least in some way. So like, did you try to fill it with something else?
Yeah, I mean, you know what people do. They keep themselves busy. Mainly what's the internet for me. But yeah. You learn stuff, you do stuff. I mean, I didn't really get that sad about leaving the faith, but when you realize that a lot of the things that humans believe in is false, it makes you realize, whoa, shit, life is a bit of a illusion, as they say, or a lot of falsehoods in the life.
Well,
but some
knowledge is
falsehoods
false,
are better than others, as they say.
The tree of knowledge is also false. But it's an illusion as well. But I mean, it's growing. It's life. It can become the tree of life.
I mean, I'm not saying that all religions, but like some things in religions are okay, like, but there's some things in it that are false, like debunked easily using the scientific method.
Everything is false. Like your perception itself is false. The colors you see are false. They're not true.
Yeah, they say that your consciousness is like milliseconds behind or something, or ahead or something.
Yeah, you get down to it. You want to get down to the lowest levels. All of our sensory, all of our cognition is all just representations. It's falsehoods, but it's representations. It's how we represent the information to ourselves. So at the end of the day, you have to believe in the world, and you have to believe in life. And, you know, we might not be having a whole entire perfect picture of reality, but we have our own picture of reality, and we can appreciate it for its beauty. Like if you look at a box jellyfish, its reality is very low resolution. It's black and white and seeing contrasts. It's got 8 eyes. Like, I don't know. It's a different world when you can appreciate the representations that you have as representations, but positive representations. Good. Like it's, would it be cool to see in the ultraviolet spectrum? Yeah. Why not? Let's do that. Let's have these sensors and build them ourselves, you know, and that makes discovering being broadening our cognition through technology and through other ways to measure reality. Right? Reality is still not yet discovered. There's a lot more that we're not seeing. A lot
Do you
more.
ever think we'll find God with our science stuff?
No, you'll find the world with science. You'll find reality.
But wherever find a God particle, or God will show his face and be like, "Oh my God, we found him! Miracle."
No, because God is not a creation. You can't find God in creation because he's not a creation. That's my definition.
Even in the Hindu Bhagavad Gita, God says, no matter what you achieve, no matter how high you get, you will never attain me. I remain aloof.
Right. But at the same time, there's nothing but God. So creation has the potential to become God.
Well, what about like the simulation theory? And, you know, what if it becomes so smart that it becomes a singularity in time and space, and it knows how to control the very nature, the very fabric of the universe? Doesn't it become God at that point, or is there something higher?
No, God's just an idol. So those aren't related.
If it's the pinnacle of knowledge, though, I mean, isn't that what God would be? Omnipotent?
No,
I mean, omniscient, rather.
no, we're knowledge. We're limited to knowledge. That's our illness. That's our sickness.
Computational irreducible complexity.
We have nothing. We're not seeing the universe as it is. We're seeing information. That's all we're seeing. We have
Right.
nothing beyond information.
And only information that our five senses can detect.
Through information, we've deduced that there's something called energy. We've deduced it.
Yeah.
There is something called energy, but
But
we
we
don't
have to see the mathematics. We have to
Right.
see the figures to understand it even.
right. But we can also just feel it in our skin. But yeah, that's computation and that's information to some degree as well. But you can feel that there is energy. It is there, but it still comes to us in the end as information.
I like what Alan Watts said. He said, imagine falling asleep or being asleep and having never been awake. That's death. And imagine waking up and never having gone to sleep, and that's life.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, but I mean, it's something to think about a little.
Yeah, we're talking
Are any of
philosophy
you
here,
have
guys. We're
thoughts?
amateur philosophers. I'm Nietzsche.
Do any
No,
of
no.
you have dream
Sorry.
worlds?
I'm Immanuel Kant.
I mean, you're in good company. Nietzsche's a genius. So
What did Descartes say? I drink, therefore I am.
is that what it is?
Yes.
Didn't he do cocaine?
Did he?
No, I don't. Your humor
That was
back
Freud.
there.
Yeah,
that's
Freud
that's
for sure.
and Sherlock Holmes.
Oh,
Do
yeah.
any of you have
and
dream
heroin.
worlds?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes.
Here, let me tell you real quick before you change my train of thought. I have a dream world that I go into all the time where I have worked there for a year and they have not given me one paycheck. And, and I keep complaining to the fucking people in the office, and for whatever reason, they can't talk to me or they're just always busy and they don't do anything about it. So then the other night, I actually talked to somebody and I fucking got somewhere with them, and they were like, well, I'm going to make sure that this is taken care of. And they said they were going to get me paid. So I have yet to get paid, but we're looking forward to it in the dream world.
So you're going to be rich in your dream world?
Not rich, but I have at least a year's worth of pay coming. I mean, that's
really
all
cool,
it
yeah.
is.
What are you going to build in the dream world with all that money? What are you going to do with it?
I'm probably
Do they
just
even
gonna
take
buy
money there?
weed. I'm probably going to just buy weed.
You can get high in the dream world?
Oh yeah, I do all the time at work.
Oh, right.
No wonder you haven't been paid.
Well, hey, they don't know. They're fucking dream people. What do they care?
What,
Maybe
isn't
they
that
do
called
know that's why you're not
lucid
getting
dreaming?
paid. Maybe that's exactly why you're not getting paid. Maybe they do.
Well, nobody said anything about that, so I don't know.
Isn't that called lucid dreaming or something?
Yeah.
No. No, lucid dreaming is when you can act in your dream.
Well, I can actually levitate in my dreams when I want to. I mean, that's lucid dreaming.
You
then.
can lucid dream in your dream world.
Yeah. A dream within a dream.
But what I meant by dream world is like a place where when you're dreaming, it like continues the same storyline as the last time you were there. And
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah.
the
Well, me too.
attributes and people and surrounding and circumstances are consistent, almost like a second life.
Yes, like fucking there's this building. I know it inside and out, and there are many floors to it. And I always know that if I go down to the 4th floor, I can walk outside and smoke a cigarette out on the sidewalk with all the other people. Every night that happens.
SI. Sorry, Billy Smith hasn't been here for a while, so to do his thing.
That's weird, man. I've never had that. I don't dream much, so
Do you get enough sleep?
I'm always mad that they're not paying me though. That's the thing. It's like I'm doing the work. You know, I'm fucking doing all this work in the
You know
dream.
what? You know what?
What-
I think
what
if
would
you
be-
stop getting mad, they'll pay you.
What
think
work
that-
are you doing?
Yeah.
What work am I doing? I'm stocking shelves. I'm pushing carts around. Oh, and the other one. This is really good. This place that I work, which is huge. It's like a giant mall almost. You could get lost in it, and I sometimes do. But every time you go to take a shit in this mall, something is wrong. Like the toilet is filthy, or
That's you.
Yeah, dude, don't take a
That's
shit.
you because you have to shit.
Yeah,
or
don't. take a
That's when
shit.
you have to take a shit and you're asleep. Your
No,
brain is creating it.
people are. The other day, I finally found this clean toilet, and the door locked, and nobody was there. And then all of a sudden, just as I sit down on it, you hear a knock on the door, and then this guy comes in, and I'm like, "Oh, it's just the janitor," and he's staring at me. And then right after that, all these guys walk in with fucking black suits and machine guns, and they're all walking around, and I'm sitting on this fucking toilet.
It's your
Yeah,
brain
never think-
stopping you
never.
from shitting your bed, bro.
Exactly.
100%. That's what that is.
You're just
You'll have the same exact kind of dream when it comes to peeing or when it comes to alarms.
Okay.
Like I have these dreams where I have to pee, and no matter what, there's something wrong with the toilet. And
Yeah.
but then also there's this fucking beeping, in the background that won't stop. The sound of the alarm clock going off.
Oh, right.
And then like in the dream, I'm smashing the alarm clock with a sledgehammer. I'm unplugging it from the wall. Right? I'm looking for batteries inside of it.
Yeah.
Nothing I do can make it stop because it's actually outside of the dream in the real world going off because I'm oversleeping.
Yeah. And one time I had to take a shit in the Japanese restaurant. There was a toilet seat right next to a booth where these Asian women were sitting eating, and they're just looking at me, and I'm looking at them. That was in the part of the mall that I lost.
Don't they have
Maybe they're
those-
not paying you because you're not working efficiently. If you're
Hey.
you know it.
Have you never had to go
Hey.
to the bathroom
Hey.
with a holy chair? Noel, 1 second.
Okay,
What are you
sorry.
yelling
I
for?
got that
Sorry to
done
disrupt
so quickly.
Shred
Go ahead,
Epstein
Noel.
documents. Yeah, good, nice work.
Hank, stop, Hank.
Hank, you smooth devil.
Did Noel shred all her pages? Did you
Yes,
shred her?
I did.
No more evidence left?
Nope.
Did you take pictures of the paper before you shredded it?
No, it's mine. It's mine. My documents.
Yeah, you want to get rid of your evidence. No paper trails.
No witnesses.
So, guys, did you celebrate Christmas or no?
Not
No.
yet.
Not yet, because it hasn't happened yet.
But the solstice
I can
happened.
predict the future. It's gonna happen. I think.
It
So
might.
can
I'm
I and I asked what happened to Donald's the Trump? Some lady said he was a rapist. Is that
Oh yeah, he
what happened?
every chance he gets, he rapes people. No matter if
Why?
they can't bend over in front of him without him sticking it in.
Borrow the money.
I thought she said
Makes you horny.
rapist.
Yeah, that's why she's spreading those documents to cover up for Donald Trump.
Yep.
Trump sticks his finger in his dog's butt.
Trump has a dog?
Yeah.
Trump has a dog.
Yeah.
What
his
kind
name
of,
is-
of dog?
It's a Scottish Terrier named Little Trumpy.
I have to say though, as an outsider, he's doing a good job right now. He might not be right in everything, but he's got more done in a year than Biden got done in 4 years. for
Yeah, I
sure.
don't.
Like what?
I don't criticize the guy, but I don't know exactly what he's doing that's so great either. Because, nothing
He's been
changed.
great at doing
No
bad
matter
things.
who-
He's best at that.
No matter who's president, nothing really changes. Prices always still go up. Resources get scarcer. People get
He's
poorer.
looking out for you guys. He's an asshole and he's
Hey,
a bastard, but he's your
hey,
bastard and you're asshole.
Hank,
He's
how
in
is
charge of
your
nuclear arms.
day today, Hank? Is it good?
pretty
No,
good.
you should stop. You should stop interrupting people like that. No, it's very disruptive.
I can't. It's one of my problems.
Should I give you strikes? I don't. I'm allergic to the word "can't." By the way, you're gonna make me sneeze. Don't say you
He
can.
really is.
Ben.
Yeah.
Benjamin.
You can say I can. I want you to hear.
No.
I want you to
Yes,
say,
we can.
say
I
it.
can't.
No, say you can. Stop saying you can't.
I can't.
Yes,
Don't
we
be a pussy,
can,
Noel.
Noel.
No, don't
We
be a pussy.
can't.
You
We
can.
can't. We
Don't be a
can't.
pussy. You can do it.
I'm sorry, we can't.
I believe in you.
Sorry,
What
we
is
can't.
the biggest attitude?
I believe in you, Noel. You can do it.
I can't.
You can
Yeah.
do it.
I can't.
Well, if you say you can't, that means you won't.
Right?
I
And
can't.
I don't know if I can have you on my show if you just keep interrupting.
I can't.
You can't keep interrupting?
No, I can't.
Noel, if you believe hard enough, anything can happen.
No,
Like
yeah,
what?
miracles do happen.
Like my shredding.
No, I
It's
could
really
sprinkle,
calming. That
I could
was
sprinkle some magic fairy dust and you wouldn't be able to interrupt again.
What, fentanyl?
Also, Noel, just
No.
in general, as a life skill, it's good to not be able to not interrupt people, to be respectful when people are talking. Just as a
Thank-
life skill, it'll help people want to be more around you, be your friend more. They'll listen to you. They'll want to have you around. You know what I mean?
And are you trolling me?
Yes.
No, I'm not trolling you. I'm saying
Yes.
it's a good life skill to be able to,
You
and
are.
people like you. They want to hear from you. We want to hear what you have to say for sure. But like sometimes people are in the middle of talking and you come in without realizing that that's happening probably. And that's okay. Everyone starts at somewhere. And if you say you can't, it means you won't, right? You don't think there's a problem there, or you don't want your life to get better.
Right.
But if you say I can and I'll try, then maybe your life will get better. And like in general, for everything, I want you to have a good life, and you want you to have a good life. So I
Well,
think you
don't
can.
listen to him. He's
Anything you
Jew.
want to do, you can
No,
do.
I don't.
Anything you want to do, you can do.
If you set your mind to it, you can accomplish anything.
0.
Zero's not here.
Wait, you were on Silver Diamonds channel. Yep, I
No,
know
Silver
you.
Diamond was on my channel.
And how is she doing?
She's wonderful. After you told her to shut up all the time, she stopped talking. Yeah, she stopped talking to everybody. She doesn't
Thank
speak.
God.
Thank God. Why?
Yes, thank God she is.
Why?
Yeah. Cause it's funny
It's
to
not
do that.
funny. If you made an old lady stop talking, I mean, she doesn't have long left on this world, and now she won't talk to anyone.
Oh well.
Wow. You're
Yes.
cold.
Oh,
You're cold. You're very cold. You made of steel.
oh well.
Strong with me back. Please just do better, Noel.
Oh well, Hank. What did you do today, Hank?
I worked. Then
How
I
was that?
did Benjamin's show. I survived.
You survived?
Yep, I survived. Peaks over at the end of the week, but really it's developing after Christmas. So
This is a pretty fun place here. We're talking philosophy, stupid shit. It's probably
That's the following
50%
year.
bullshito. What?
Nothing.
Yeah, it's great to have you on again, Sean.
Who,
Don't
me?
ever change. No, yes, you, of course.
Yeah, Shoshana.
Also you.
I'm the special one here, guys. I'm the Messiah.
Mhm.
but the
You
show
don't
has
know it.
Benjamin's name. So
I mean,
it's
everyone can dedicate themselves. Yes, if you want to dedicate yourself, then dedicate yourself.
I mean,
I
it's
wanna,
quite easy. Satucci, would you join my cult?
I thought you were going to
Save the
join
world.
mine. That's what I've been here for this whole time. I've been trying to convert all of you.
Oh, we're gonna have to fight now.
I've been
All
to
right,
the
I'm
spirit
almost
realm.
done.
Hey, listen, I've done DMT so many times that I actually know my way around the spirit realm. Let's go. I'll show you guys the way.
Yeah, but they don't pay you.
Ooh, they can pay me if they want.
Well, you gotta get them to pay you then.
The guy said he was going to handle it. You know,
All right.
I'm trusting in his word.
All right.
You
I
try to
mean-
use the alert line. Come on, man.
Uh-huh.
Basic stuff.
No, I'll get paid. You wait.
I
just
won't
hope-
hold my
I
breath.
just hope he's a good representation for you. Yeah.
Noel, where'd you get that plastic straw? They don't make them anymore.
China, obviously.
You didn't get that from Burger King, did you?
I just have to start talking, having a point again, and then she'll interrupt. She'll come back. Don't worry.
Yeah, just as long as you're quiet, she'll be quiet.
Yeah. Come on. She bounced.
Meditating.
No, somebody else's live that interests her more.
All right, I
Yeah.
don't care.
That's how that works.
That's the right time to leave.
I suppose.
Everything's got to end.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Except for God. God never dies.
Well, what do you think about like the Gnosticism approach where they say that God is absolute nothingness and nothingness needs nothing to be self-sustaining?
So I don't like that. I haven't heard that one before, but I don't like that Gnostic definition. They've got a bunch of definitions of God. I like their what's his name again? I forgot his name. Abraxas. Have you heard of Abraxas?
I've heard the name Abraxas, but I don't know if it's in the context that you're saying it.
Yeah, I mean, so like basically when the first time I looked at Abraxas, I was like, oh, this lines up a lot with what I know as God. So it's still idolatry, right? It's still not God. It's still a representation of God, but it lines up a lot with, like, it's a subset. And what I like to say, it's more like a limit to our information, a limit to our understanding of what God could be, and not a limit to God himself. So I think that would be a better way to look at it. But yeah, Abraxas is an interesting one. But
Well,
the
the
nothing
way-
one, I don't like the nothing one.
Well, the way I heard of it was like Jesus was an emissary from the one true God, the real God, and the God that we all worship, you know, is really just the God of materiality. It's like a lesser being that set up camp in the material world, so to speak. You know, so like
Gnostic thought basically looks at gods as not as like this is God, right? They look at many different gods. They look at idolatry, right? They're not afraid to look at idolatry, Gnostic thought, but they look at it not from a perspective of this is God. They're looking at it as a perspective of this is a representation that we're making of God, and there might be something in here, and so they're trying to look at it. And so that's why I appreciate their debates and what they're looking at in all the gods, right? So like they don't pay much heed to a lot of the pagan gods like Zeus and all that kind of stuff, right?
all right. Well, you've heard of Sophia, right?
Right. So they look at things like that. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
They look at things like
That's
that.
what I'm talking about. Like the Sophia is the God of this world, but it's not the true God. It's not the one, the monad, you know, like
Right. So like in Hebrew, we also have the same sort of thing. Like if you want to, but it's names. So we have different names for God, and the names really just represent a different kind of relationship with God that creation has with God to some degree. So like Elohim is God's relationship with all of nature. Right. So like Elohim isn't a God, it's just God's relationship with nature. And the relationship itself takes on a presence and an essence.
it's almost like the Lord of the Rings, where the powers of the world, the Valar, are all forces of nature.
Right. So that's like one of the names. That's one of the names. So like that's the whole thing. You don't want to limit God to one name. He has relationships with everything, not just with like you call God Father, right? Father is also a relationship. Why do you have a father? So you can understand your relationship with God.
Yeah.
Right. Well, king. Why do you have a king? So you can also understand a relationship with God, right? We also call God king. So all these relationships that we're saying are relationships you or creation or something can have with God. And so these relationships take on their own form and their own name and their own existence.
Yeah. Well, one thing I heard was that that the one true God, you know, the monad, that's the only way I could describe it, I guess, is that like it had an insane thought which became knowledge, which became the physical world. Like,
Okay. All right.
think about that for a second. I mean, it sounds crazy, but like for a split second, let's say out of eternity, God just had this one flicker of a thought and it became reality, and that became the physical world, you know, under a demiurge that rules it.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
What's a demiurge?
I don't know. I just said that for
Creator.
I said it to sound cool.
Yeah, it just means creator.
Demiurge.
Yeah.
It's like you have two competing desires, and so one of them's kind of winning, but you don't really care. It's a demiurge.
Well, that would be like an insane thought. Like it just happened, you know, it was just a little quick urge that your brain had to think of something, and then it became reality. And if you're God, you know,
We were just a masturbation spray.
kind of. Well, hey, well, look at the Big Bang. You know, what does that look like?
I guess. Why not? Yeah. So, I mean, that's a good point. Like, so yeah, sperm has like, there's a lot of sperm, right? A lot of potential for creation in sperm. And so Big Bang seems like that, right?
Well,
But
it's an explosion, right?
Right. But you don't have creation as well without the egg, right? You need
Right.
to develop something. Something has to grow. Something has to catch whatever that potential is.
And then you get into which came first, the chicken or the egg, right? Like it becomes a point of
Why does
Egg came first.
both came from the same place? So you
Well,
can't say one came first. Both
No,
came-
absolutely, you could say one came first. So first of all, there's things, Oreo and chicken that laid eggs.
Oh, with chickens and eggs, literally. Okay, no, we're talking about he's talking about something else.
chickens. Chickens have only existed for like 5,000 years.
I know fish had eggs way before eggs came first. Don't worry.
Yeah, and lizards too.
Yes, and the first chicken was always in an egg. So even the first chicken egg was an egg.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, it's already resolved. Hank. But
So
thank you
God
for-
is egg,
No,
Yes,
chicken.
kind of.
no. What I'm saying is the vessels that hold the light, the eggs in the world, and the sperm, the potential, the infinite potential. Both of them. You can't say one is God, one came first. They're both from the same source. They're both the point
But
of reality.
God's the layer. He lays everything.
But is it a kind of reunion? Like because some force was split maybe into two realities, and now it's like a reunion, the sperm and the egg, and the light and the dark, and you know, everything is dual. So is the purpose of duality for the sake of reunification, reuniting?
I have a problem with everything is dual, but yes, you're right. The basis of everything is separation. So the basis of all of reality, and that's what we see in particle physics, it's all about separation, and we're trying to find the lowest separation, the common separation, the rules of these separations, how they interact with each other, right?
Yeah.
Separation is the base substrate of reality. But from that separation, we get unities, we get emergences. So people, culture, society, that's an emergence. That's a unity. It's of a lot of different parts, a lot of different complicated machinery to make this happen. So like, yeah, so there's no, so like what, if you ask, what is the vessel in this case? The vessel is the unity. The vessel is what will eventually come out of it. And what is the potential in this case? What's all of these little separations, all of these little things that emerge, that collectively emerge out to emerge into these vessels.
It could
So-
be that it's just
Right.
the illusion of separation and that we are actually within a unity right now. We just don't understand it.
Well, we are for sure. We're all part of exactly. But like to say one is God and the other isn't God, or one is creation, the other isn't creation. It's all creation. It's all one. Like what we develop into and the separation itself, there's no difference between it.
Hmm.
It's not the separation that is the point. It's the unity that it develops into that is the point. And how is that also not God? How is that right?
I didn't understand half the stuff you said there. So basically, we're all united, but not, and it's all the string theory thing. We have to join two ends together to get a ball, the egg.
So okay, all right, let's just do it. Okay, so, all right. So atoms are a unity of particles, right? Atoms are a unity of smaller particles. We can
Well,
start there.
no. Don't they have even smaller particles now?
Exactly. So they're a unity of those
That's what
smaller
he's
particles.
saying.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
Right. And so then all of these different elements are a unity of these, are a unity of these protons and neutrons, right? That's how you get the different elements. They're a different kind of unity.
Right.
And then so from there you get chemicals, you get all these different chemistry, and that's also a unity from parts. And it starts forming relationship even on that level. And so on that level, all of the chemicals together start forming unities, start forming relationships. And so you get something on like the level of a cell that can process information that in chemicals.
Then
It's
you
using
start selling
chemicals.
meth with one of your old students.
Exactly. So on every level, you have a new separation, and then you have a new unity. And so on our level, we have all of our cells come together, and all of our organs come together to produce us. All of our cognition comes together to give us consciousness. So we are a unity. And then we are also a separation. There's many of us. We form societies, we form families, we form nations, we form global civilizations, right? So that is also a unity. So emergence is unity. So what is the purpose of creation? Is it emergence, or is it the separate parts?
It could be the reunification of separate parts,
Exactly. There you go.
becoming a singularity once again. Like.
Well, then it all has to collapse in on itself and explode again.
Well, if you want to repeat the cycle, then yeah. But the cycle would be repeated differently each time, wouldn't it? It's like the game of life. You set 3 initial conditions, and all of a sudden, these little squares start forming complex structures.
Yep, that's it. Yeah, emergence. Yep. That's how emergence works.
So that's why there was only one God, but then humans said, we're going to make all these other gods for the crack. And then we
That's
went
exactly
back
how
to
it
one
happened.
God.
You got it, Sean. You're dead on. That's exactly what happened, Sean. 100%.
But there's still loads of Hindu gods.
You're the best student.
But
you like sports, right?
there's actually one.
I hope you like sports.
There's only one God there, and the other gods are fake, and one God. Simple.
What if God isn't even intelligent as the way we know intelligence? Like it doesn't think like we do. It doesn't have that same even inclination. It doesn't know us.
So just to jump back off to what Sean said, there's one God. So what Moses never said there's one God. He said God is one. It's a very different thing. But yes, God is one.
One is the loneliest.
His number.
That's right.
So God was bored one day and decided to make us.
No. God always has been and always will be, and it just had started having thoughts of things, and those things became real, and here we are.
He's got a weird sense of humor,
So,
God.
About thoughts. This is Maimonides says this. He says, what's the difference between our thoughts, our knowledge, and God's knowledge? Very simple question. What's the difference?
Can't tell.
Well,
there's no
so
way to
our
even
knowledge-
know if your thoughts or knowledge are internally derived.
You're probably getting them from a transmitter, and your brain is the receiver.
You could be.
Right. Well, from our personal experience, there's the object of our knowledge. There's the knowledge itself. There's us, the knower, right? There's all of these little elements, and there's a difference between them. So the knowledge is in us, right? and he answers with God. God is the knowledge. He is the person who holds the knowledge, and he is the object that he knows about. So like there's no differentiation between them. So to say that that God is knowledge is to reduce it to something that we hold, not that something that holds us.
Right.
Yeah.
I get it.
I think that's already where God lives in my mind, though.
Right. Yeah. Right. So that's not what I believe as God is not something that we hold. I believe that God is something that holds us.
What I believe is God is gonna fucking smack me dead one day, like real hard. I believe that. And that just goes to show you that, you know, like
he's already done it. Yeah, he's already done it.
whatever doesn't have ultimate meaning, you know, is destroyed. Because it's just like a dream in a way. It's the dream.
Nothing has ultimate meaning.
The unity lives. The meme lives. Superman will always be alive. There will always be a Spider-Man in the future. We're doomed. Our great-great-grandchildren are going to have Spider-Man. Don't worry.
Yeah, but they will think that those were the gods of the ancients. They will think Darth Vader was the god of death, and they will think that Spider-Man was, you know, the spider god who...
No, they'll have way cooler shit.
Only if there's some kind of
like, oh, that's old stuff. Or
catastrophic event.
Yeah, right. That's what I mean then.
But we're kind of a little too advanced for that. It's possible, but we're getting to the point where it's going to be very difficult to erase our current history.
So in physics, time only really emerges because of persistence. And
movement.
That's what life is. Yeah. Well, something to even hold the movement, something to even track the time.
Observance, right?
Right. So in physics, there's the fermion and the boson. The boson is instantaneous. It has one time. It's spread out in space, and fermions go forward in time. And the difference between them is fermions stay in place more. Bosons don't stay in place. They're spread out in space. But you can get this fermion to bounce back and forth in a cavity, bounce back and forth, and then it'll stay in one place. And it will experience time because it's staying in one place. And so that's how fermions come about. Anyways, so you have these fermions that are staying in time, that are present. That is what reality is as we know it. And here we are, life, copying patterns that are staying in time. They're having children that are copying themselves. Memes, information, all of this stuff stays in time. It's all persistence. So yes, we die, but we are part of a persistence. We are part of this meme that keeps getting copied forward.
I'm a veteran of the great meme wars.
I'm a veteran of you see me now, a veteran of 1,000 psychic wars.
And pretty soon you're going to be a famous director, and you're not going to talk to us because you're going to have so many interviews and all the famous people to talk to, and your next movie that you'll be working on. Come on, man.
I think the best I can hope for, and what I would really appreciate, is for some of my friends who like movies to go, oh, that was cool.
Right.
I'll tell you what, if it's cool, I'll tell you it's cool. And I believe it's cool because I know you.
Isn't that the same thing that Tommy Wiseau wished for? Do you not know who Tommy Wiseau is? He made like the worst movie.
Yeah, I know who you mean. Yeah, that was fun. Right.
That was the dude who, like, it was about his girlfriend or something breaking up with him.
I don't know what that movie was
something.
about.
I guess it's worth watching once, maybe. I don't know.
It'd be funny if our God was like had humor and he was a joker, like he was doing all this for the crack, sending us all to hell for the crack. It was just a giant prank.
It's got a 3.6 rating on IMDb.
Well, they say that, like, what is it, Indra's net? Like where everything reflects upon everything else in perfection. It's like, people are not people, but the Godhead or whatever is seeing everything from every angle at all times, kind of. It's that kind of thing. Like if there is a Godhead, I would imagine it would be like that,
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, like, why would God be seeing himself? Like, he knows he is all things. So why would
maybe God is questioning what God is, because it just is there in the middle of nowhere, existing and questioning why, where it came from, but yet there was no before, there's no after, there's just eternity.
Yeah, again, so what you're doing is you're restricting God. You're trying to conceive of him, and you can't do that. It's impossible.
Yeah,
You are his conception, yeah.
I'm
But
just
God
saying.
had a body
You're
in the
just end
Bible,
up being
didn't he?
wrong.
Are we made? Do we look like God according to the Bible?
I don't think so, man.
No.
All right, you're gonna have to get something straight here, Sean. Okay, I'm gonna help you out as a fellow atheist. When you're talking to stupid people, the Bible's just wrong, and you got to stop trying to like, but what, but if. And when you're talking to complicated people, intelligent people, all of the stuff that's dumb is metaphor, and all of the stuff that's not dumb is, what do you call it? Not patterns, but it's like a archetypes, human archetypes. Once
Yeah, well,
you view the Bible from that lens, then it's not so annoying anymore.
Let's say this. I try to do this all the time. Try to perceive things from a non-human perspective. It's impossible, but you can start thinking some strange thoughts when you do that.
It's
When you
easy
start-
when you're a lizard person.
So actually,
I
I do
mean-
that. I do that. I try to picture things from a way more simple perspective, just to get an understanding of what something simpler is. Because from that, you could try to understand what something more complex would be for you. So for me, box jellyfish is I highly recommend looking into a box jellyfish, how it perceives the world, because it's so alien to us. It has 4 eyes on 4 sides of its body that have brains in and of themselves. So it has four brains. They're talking to each other and steering it in the water to eat,
Multicore.
right, to eat during the day and to go out to shore during the night and steer it around roots. Otherwise, it gets hurt from the roots. So it's coordinating all these different eyes and all these different brains in order to get this low resolution picture of reality in 4 different ways.
So it's like a drummer, basically.
It's just an insane concept
Because
of
the
what
drummer
reality
just has the
what-
one brain.
Yeah, what reality would be like for a box jellyfish. And the thing is,
So
like
God-
the opposite brains can't talk to each other because there's a hole in the middle. So they have to talk to like their adjacent brains.
Hmm.
They're in a circle.
So
yeah.
God created humans for humans to be aware of Him, because He was bored. Because do you think there's aliens out there that are talking to God as well?
Yeah, they cross the forest every day.
That's a great question.
You know, I've
That is a fun
I've
question.
seen a UFO one day back in 2001, and I have to say, man, it was not anything man-made, but it definitely was made by something, and it was so fucking close. Like, I hit it with a bow and arrow, and it was flaming from the front, and it just looked crazy, but I didn't see an alien. You know what I mean? So I can't say that there are actual aliens. I swear, if I saw an alien, I feel like I would have some kind of point of reference, like where I would know what it was somehow, whether it was good or evil. But
yeah, you'd probably be in an asylum though, and you wouldn't be talking to us.
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Well, this is asylum, and then welcome.
But do you think that a lot of religious people are a bit crazy? Like back in the day, I think the prophets were a bit
Every religious
schizo,
person's crazy.
or
No,
autistic, or
not the prophets, but
or-
religious people are crazy. Yes, I agree.
like, do you think that they say Muhammad was schizophrenic, or Jesus was a bit autistic?
Jesus.
Yeah, yes. Psychology is a religion. I agree with you.
Well,
Sean,
Is that-
first of all, reducing somebody to that, like, say he was schizophrenic, right? He was very successful in his schizophrenia.
Yeah, he went nuts at the temple and threw the tables over. You know, the money changer tables. So
Oh, Jesus!
he probably went autistic that day. He's like,
I mean, he might not have been. He might not. Yeah, he might not have been wrong either. I don't know. I wasn't alive. I wasn't there. I don't know what he did. But yeah, like if there was a problem during his generation, so the priests got the kingdom, like the royalty. They became in charge of the nation of Israel, and they're not allowed to be. They're not allowed to be also priests and also in charge of Israel. Like that's forbidden. And it was like that for 200 years. And so what they were doing at the temple was like, who is really in charge? It's the priests. And so collecting money, all that kind of stuff is like whatever was happening, there was definitely a problem even in Jewish tradition that the priests were in charge and they didn't restore the monarchy or the government or whatever it was. Yeah.
So there
So I
was
don't know
mental
what it is.
illness going on. A lot of mental
don't know.
illness in history.
Well, I mean, to trick people, like say he was schizophrenic and that's all it was. He like tricking people that he walked on water and that he poured wine. He'd have to at least be like somewhat of a Darren Brown, right? Somewhat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so
there's
about
theories
question
out
your
there-
religion, Sean. What is mentally healthy, Sean? Is it defined?
That's subjective, man.
Then wouldn't mental illnesses be subjective as well?
Yeah. So another man's crazy could be another man's genius.
Yes.
So it's confusing.
By the way, if you ever go to the Sea of Galilee, there are spots where you can just walk across it, where like it's very shallow, or like for a long period of time. It looks like you're just walking on the water. If you ever go to the Galilee, not everywhere, but there are spots that are like that.
Isn't it salty? There's a salt lake somewhere.
The Galilee is
Or no-
not salty; it's a lake, but they call it a
Okay.
sea. Yeah, it's not a salty sea, and
The Dead Sea is
the Dead
salty.
Sea is it's as salty as it can be. There's rocks of salt at the bottom that because all the water evaporated, so the salt had to be squeezed out of the water into all these rocks. If you leave something in the water too long, it'll get rock crystals of salt all around it. And it's also the lowest point on Earth. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you guys like think that like? So do you believe in evolution, Benjamin?
Yeah, I mean,
As
it's the
opposed
best
to what?
explanation so far. Yeah. So far.
I
So
mean,
far,
there's
it's the best-
people out there who think that the Earth is 6,000 years old or something, and like we all
Oh.
came from Noah's Ark.
No.
Rabbi Cook, he says there is nothing
I
closer.
told you, those are the dumb people.
Yeah, so he first heard of evolution. This was like back when it came out. So Rabbi Cook was like the chief rabbi of Israel before there was even an Israel. He said it is the closest thing to Kabbalah, closest theory to Kabbalah that he's ever heard in his life. Yes, the theory of evolution.
Huh.
So like he didn't necessarily endorse it, but he said it's the closest to Kabbalah that I've ever heard.
And
And so-
if you look at the Hindu Bhagavad Gita and the way they talk about like souls evolving and things evolving, everything comes from God initially, but it evolves on its own. It's like a fractal emanation of God that keeps repeating the
Right, but
thing.
it evolves into an emergence. It evolves into God. So it doesn't
Yeah.
even come from God.
So
Crazy.
in the big crunch, when the end of the world happens, and next, what do scientists say when the universe will end?
They
They
say
don't.
it may never end. We don't know if it's infinite or not yet. It may never end.
Well, it'll disperse. All the planets will spread apart, and it'll be like cold or something.
Yeah. It becomes entropic, and everything goes just dead because there's not enough energy to make anything move anymore. But there is a scientist who said that even if that happens, there will still be some initial conditions of the universe as voiced through black holes that will evolve into the new conditions of the new universe.
Let me tell you when that happens in math. So math, you could basically say as something goes to infinity, this will happen. So yes, the heat death does happen, but the heat death is when time goes to infinity. Time does not go to infinity. Time will always, for us as humans on the planet, time will always have a number. It will always be finite. So there will never be completely spread out energy. There will never be entropy at that state of a heat death.
But that's only because
7
we're
billion
observing
years.
it. We're the ones
Even after
observing it, though. Like, what if you're observing it from the edge of a black hole where
Right.
time just means nothing and the entire life of the universe flashes before your eyes?
So it's asymptotic too. So like the closer we get to thermal equilibrium, the slower we'll move towards thermal equilibrium. So like it never happens really. It will only happen at infinity. Yeah. So for anything in the world, it will never be complete thermal equilibrium.
That's like that thing where you measure a foot from the wall, and then you cut it in half, and then you cut that in half, and then
Right.
you cut that in half, and you never reach the wall.
That's right. So it's calculus. It's a calculus trick.
Mm.
And they're not wrong. It's exactly right. There will be a heat death after infinite time. So what it also predicts is the reduction in entropy. But like the reduction in entropy is what the tendency, what the world wants to do, but it's not what life wants to do. Life wants to make pockets of low entropy. That's what life is. That's what we're passing on. That's what we're a part of. And those pockets of low entropy are obviously they have to create a lot more entropy, like a sun. A sun has to boil down its concentrate its energy into the center, right? So it's creating low entropy through fusion, but it's also radiating outwards, which is also spreading out energy. So it ends up spreading out a lot more energy that it does reduce, but it's a localized pocket of entropy. It's reducing entropy in that pocket. And heat death means entropy will all be the same. Like all the energy will all be spread out.
Yeah.
And so what the sun is doing is it's concentrating it together. And so from that, you can even get like thermal nuclear radiation and lots of power, right? Because it doesn't want to be in that state. It took a lot of energy invested to create that low entropy state. And so we're doing the same thing. We're creating a lot of low entropy states, which means we're going to be a lot more efficient on energy as well. But it takes energy to do that. And in the meantime, we're burning it. And that's why we're burning energy. We're eating, we're doing fuel, all that kind of stuff. So
But Dennison said it's all going to end in 7 billion years or something. What do you say?
7 billion.
Dennison was
and
just
then
throwing out a
it'll
number there
take
for
another
example.
10 billion years for it to collapse.
Maybe the sun.
the
When does the
universe?
sun get destroyed? Here, let's look at this. No, the sun.
I'll
will
be
have
waiting.
The sun does have
I'll be waiting.
Yeah, the universe will end in 7 billion years, but then it will
okay.
have to collapse in on itself.
So
which
the
will
estimate
be
right
another
now,
process of very billion years.
the estimate right now for the sun to be destroyed is 5 billion years. So we have 5 billion years to find a new sun or something else, some other way of life.
It's
5
not
billion.
enough
Guys.
time. It's not
It's
enough.
not enough time. Better get going. So 5
I think in
billion
1,000 years we'll be able to populate another solar system, or at
maybe.
least
Yeah.
expand out into our current solar system, where the sun's death won't destroy the
Planet.
whatever
I mean,
it
science
is.
could be wrong. It
You're,
could
you're
be
assuming
5
that
billion in 1 year, guys. It's not.
you're
It's not
assuming that
necessary.
we started like fucking mining asteroids and things though, because I don't see the Earth's resources lasting another 1,000 years for that kind of stuff.
I mean, I don't think petroleum is going to be like the end all be all of energy in 1,000 years, but I don't see peak oil happening even in that time.
Yeah, but like, what are they going to use for energy? They're going to have to come up with something.
Nuclear fusion is the
sounds like-
ideal, but
So we're
They-
gonna have
the
we're gonna one day work out an asymptotic curve of ourselves and make ourselves more efficient the same way. So like we'll run out of fuel after an infinite amount of time. We'll make it last an infinite amount of time by making it more efficient slowly and surely. So we'll find that curve.
Okay, I hope so, because otherwise
Yeah.
we'll never become a class 2 civilization.
Yeah, we'll find that curve where we can balance those things out for sure. But not in our current economic system for sure either.
Yeah. Yeah, but to that point though, asteroid mining could be
Yes,
a
100%.
significant catalyst towards that, because
Asteroid
it'll
mining is the next
completely,
frontier. Yeah.
it'll completely upset our current idea of scarcity, right? Like there's quadrillion worth of
Well,
minerals
terms
and
of
resources in a
yeah.
single asteroid.
in terms of resources, it still takes work to get that stuff out. But yes, in terms of resources, we'll be able to renew them if we need them. Hopefully we can find some kind of more balanced way of living that we don't need so many and we don't waste so much. But yes.
where they're thinking of making solar panels in space and to send the energy back down here, but I think it's complicated.
Well, they have a thing called a Dyson sphere where you surround your neighboring star with energy collecting plates, and then they transmit the energy back to the Earth, and the Earth intercepts it and uses it to,
Yeah, so you could but it's on all the other side of the sun. We want our side of the sun to be on us still, right? We want the planets from the sun. Yeah.
I never built one. I have no idea.
But yeah, that way we can harness the whole energy of the sun, and we don't even need to do it on our sun. We can harvest energy from other stars if we start building Dyson spheres.
Yeah, we could start at the Lagrange points.
Yeah, we could find some stars that just don't really have any planets for life, and just be like, all right, this is a good planet to harvest from, a good star to harvest from. We could probably even find a way to divert the Earth to a new star once our star dies in 5 billion years.
Oh, that's crazy though, man. That's so risky.
In 5 billion years, we'll figure it out. Don't worry.
Probably. In 5 billion years, we probably won't need bodies anymore. We'll just be, chips that float through space.
Maybe.
Light beams, I would think.
Yeah, right.
Do you think there's like robot aliens out there or AI aliens that are just robots like Transformers?
Why not?
Like Cylons.
Yeah.
Okay, but Sean, do they believe in God?
Yeah, I mean,
In the new
you never know,
Battlestar
right?
Galactica, they do.
Well, let's assume the alien grays are real, right? What do they know about the concept of God? Do they even consider something like that? I mean, what are they?
I think it would depend on their evolution. I think we believe in God because of the skies.
If it's possible for grays to be here, then they're just as likely to be us from the future than they are to be an alien from somewhere else.
I think that's very likely. They're either fucking extra dimensional or they're from the future, in my opinion.
It's just as likely as that than for it to be from any other planet, because you basically need time travel to be able to get here by now.
Yeah.
If they had to develop some way to get here faster than whatever
Well, if you look at Bob Lazar, he explains how the ships manipulate space-time through gravitational manipulation. And it's like, if they can do that, then maybe they can travel through time, just slip right through, and get right back to us. I mean, what can those ships do when you fucking open them full throttle,
So the closest galaxy is 25,000 light years away. So if they developed a way to travel at the speed of light 25,000 years ago, they would have made it to here by now. That's the calculation.
Some people say that the Greys aren't even human, that they're sort of like an android creation.
I don't know if traditional velocity will be a factor though. I think you'd have to find some kind of substrate through space or wormholes
the maximum is actually a lot less than the speed of light, because at a certain speed, all of the waves that we have hit the Planck distance because of length contraction. And at the Planck distance, so at the speed of light, technically the contraction would get to zero. So we would have a zero cavities in all of our waves. But the Planck length is the minimum resolution of reality as we know it. You form a black hole once you get to the Planck length, when any energy goes into the Planck length. So at a certain speed, we hit the Planck length, and that's when a black hole forms, basically. So it's a lot slower than the speed of light is our maximum.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Unless you can travel through black holes.
By a lot slower, I mean decimal points. Yeah.
So could we become like spirits in the future? We won't become physical. We just be spirit ghosts and stuff. We'll be talking to Jesus.
Yes, Sean, that's exactly what's going to happen. Yeah.
I mean, it depends. Do you need a physical body to exist?
No, but in the future, if like we're so advanced, we'll just become ghosts and spirits.
Well, we could become wavelengths. I mean, if you can take a human consciousness and put it into a machine,
we are already wavelengths.
And you could transfer that consciousness over wavelengths. And if those wavelengths became self-determinate, then they could become autonomous beings, right?
So consciousness is definitely a unity of cognition. And so therefore you can't transfer that unity. You have to build the unity. You'd have to like reassemble your brain exactly how it is and all of the shape that it is and all of cognition. Yeah. You would have to render your cognition in order to preserve your consciousness.
I don't know, man. I don't pretend to know. Yeah. I just, I wonder,
Yeah. I mean, possibly.
Who wrote the Book of Love?
You could simulate. It's probably easier to simulate your brain than it is to simulate a universe, right? So like the simulation hypothesis has to be that our brains are simulated, not the universe is simulated.
But what if the universe only exists in my brain?
Well, it does, but it's not the universe. It's just your observations of it. It's just the information you're getting out of it.
Yeah. An actual universe, by definition, would have to be a container for your brain. So it would have to be at least slightly more advanced than your brain.
Exactly.
Well, that's
So-
where consciousness must be coming from then, because we're getting it from somewhere, right?
We're getting it
Yeah.
from our cognition.
Yeah, it could be internal. I'm not convinced by anything that it's transmitted.
No. I don't know. I heard a saying, and this is the last I'm going to say, and I'll let you guys talk for the rest of the night. But I heard
you're good. Keep talking.
No, I heard a saying that said, "Life is what God wants to show you," and I keep thinking about that.
I mean, if I believed in God and that concept of God, that would make sense.
I mean,
I
you
believe
only
in
get to
nothing.
see the little bit that they want you to see, kind of thing. You know, like
That sounds like Congress.
like what?
No, that sounds like the Jews that rule Congress.
Oh.
Where do you fall on the Jews control America stuff?
Dude,
Ben?
it's an old slander. Whatever. You know,
I
it
think
doesn't
it's
matter.
actually the other way around, and that the United States uses the Jews as a political scapegoat for the shit
Probably
they don't
yes.
want
I
to be
know,
blamed for.
I know
Probably
for
a
sure.
little bit.
I know for sure it's the other way around because that's what I'm doing.
It's probably a
And,
little. It's I don't know. APAC doesn't control anything. They are a donor, but it's legal, and a lot of people give a lot more money. So, if you don't want to have APAC, then get rid of whatever that is. What is it called? Lobbying. Yeah, get rid of lobbying if you don't want APAC. But yeah, no, and you know what? If I don't think it's right. If Jews are doing it, if just like Epstein, right? The fact that there's an Epstein Jew is doing that, it doesn't matter who's doing that. If it's Hindu, it's a black. I don't care. Don't do that. That's not cool. Don't control other people's countries. Don't do that. Don't form cabals and do what's best for the country. If you want to be in the country, if you want to be in their parliament and in their government, well, do what's best for their country.
Well, both the
That's
U.S.
what
and
they're there
Israel definitely do that shit.
What?
Like the CIA and the Mossad are definitely out there fucking around with other people's countries.
Dude, they know that world knows the value of what we're doing here. 100%. And like the upgrades that Israel made to your aircraft, just based because like Americans aren't really fighting in wars. Israel is getting all of the data from the wars from the aircraft that we're buying from you, right? All of the data, we're producing systems for those aircrafts to improve it. So we're even improving it on our own. And so like that is what is worth more than anything in the aircraft. And so like right now, everyone else
the
wants to buy
avionics.
exactly. And everyone wants to buy the aircraft. Well, great. Good luck. You don't have all the technology that has been attached to that aircraft to make it what it is. And all of that, those learning algorithms and all of that stuff. Yeah. It's like fighting someone from the Stone Age. They do not obviously someone from the Stone Age can still hurt you, but overall it's just a different reality. So I mean, that's the kind of stuff that is priceless that the US needs desperately and that the US should have.
And the Jews have it. They're the chosen one. So keep them alive.
And then the other thing now is like the missile defense stuff is going to make Israel so rich. Everyone around the world is ordering missile defense technology. They realize the value of defense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the future, there'll be in 1,000 years, you think there'll be still Jews around and Christians and all that stuff?
Of course, there'll still be nations around in 1,000 years. Yes. I hope they'll be a lot more healthy.
I mean, why don't we have prophets anymore? What's going on with this miracle stuff? Why don't the Jews have any prophets and miracles and shit going on? What's going on?
There's plenty of prophets. They're just not Jewish anymore because they filtered those guys out.
Tell me something. Would you rather have a world with prophets or a world where we don't need prophets? Like the fact that we need a prophet means we're screwing up. Like prophets only come not to tell you good things. They come to comfort you and tell you bad things. Pretty much.
Well, I'm a prophet. I'm trying to give you the truth, information.
Yeah.
Science.
I mean, so if prophecy returns,
Science.
probably be great if prophecy returns,
Science
right?
is the prophet. Oh yeah, you're right. Science is the prophet of now.
Science is actually a kind of prophet. I agree. So for someone to be a prophet, they can't be wrong about a prediction ever. As soon as they're wrong about a prediction, they are no longer a prophet. And science,
Will there be white people in 100 years?
right? Probably, yeah. Why not?
The current rate we're going doesn't look like it.
I was raised in Canada, and I had these woke mornings with my teachers where they sort of gave us all of these I don't know, racism stuff, lectures and stuff like that. It's kind of ridiculous, very very weird opening lectures. And so one of them was, will there still be racism in the future? That's one of their questions in one of those sit-togethers. And I was answering like, probably not. Everyone's just going to melt down and be the same color and the same race. Like,
Right.
That's what I was seeing in Canada, right? So yeah, I definitely see that perspective. But I mean, so if you understand anything about population change, it's all based on exponentials. So I mean, there will probably still be whites. There are probably still some whites that do not want to lose the whiteness, and they only will marry whites, and that's just, or some Mormons somewhere, or you know what I mean? There will probably still be whites, but there'll be less. Maybe.
Yeah. I mean, God does weird stuff. You know what I mean? It's quite hard to understand why God does things. I mean, he does some dumb shit. I mean, he did some dumb shit in the Old Testament. They're like, what else?
What did he do what did he do that was dumb?
Like flooding the whole world and then putting loads of 2 of every animal in the boat that survived to repopulate the world. Was that a local flood?
You don't like the world? Are you complaining?
No, but like, why did he have to flood the whole planet? Why didn't he just like do mass therapy or mass telepathy to change their mind?
Do you want any of those people that he killed around? I don't want them around. I'm glad that they're all gone.
He could have just flicked a finger and said, "You're all good now." There you go.
Why did he turn Lot's wife into a pillar of salt just for looking back to see his work?
Why did he turn the frogs gay?
That's not a choice thing. That's a cause and effect thing. So it's like if you look at this, you're going to turn to salt, and then she goes and looks at it.
Okay, but why?
That's just the way. That's the cause and effect. That's the way it happens. I don't know why. I don't know what happened. I have no idea. But the result is, if you look at it, you turn to salt.
So, in other words, don't question authority and don't question God, because if you look and try to look for evidence of God, he will punish you.
No, don't question reality. Don't question science. If someone tells you you're going to blow yourself up if you combine those 2 chemicals, and you go and combine those 2 chemicals, like, what are you blaming God for?
Well, if they tell you to blend those 2 chemicals, or they make you want to by not telling you not to, I mean, it's like Ren and Stimpy, where it says, don't press this button, and all he wants to do is press the button.
Well, fuck around and find out, basically.
I guess.
So I asked the AI if there would be white people in 1,000 years, and it said no.
Mm-hmm.
It said that we might change the definition of white, and then some people might be that. Then I asked it if there would be black people, and it said likely not. There'll still be African people, but there probably won't be people that we call black.
They'll be
And
brown.
then I asked it if there'd be Chinese people in 1,000 years, and it said, yep, there's going to be Chinese people in 1,000 years.
You'll either be brown or Chinese.
Did you have?
So if you're
Steve
white,
say
you'll
that?
probably be extinct. If you're black, you probably won't be called black anymore, but you'll still exist. And if you're Chinese, you're still going to be dominating the
If you're
planet.
white, you're still going to have children. If you're black, you're still going to have children, and they're still going to exist.
Who did you ask? DeepSeek?
Actually, I asked Brave, which is called Leo.
Leo, okay.
You should ask Grok. He's not the woke one. So
I find that Leo gaslights me a lot less than Grok. Grok has a real shitty method of communication. It's like always deliberately trying to argue.
Yeah.
yeah, you can have it be like super mean to you. Like you can have different personalities.
I mean, it's trying to emulate humans too. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Well, Grok probably has a Twitter personality, right? So that's
Yeah,
why it
right.
acts like that.
Exactly. Yeah. Claude has a personality though. Like that's the weird thing about Claude. Have you ever tried that? I've heard some stuff online of what Claude answers.
No.
Yeah, it has a weird personality. Yeah. It's sarcastic. I don't know. It's trained on someone sarcastic.
That's one of my favorite books, The Tiger's Revenge by Claude Balls.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
What happens in the book?
Do you know anything about Japanese history?
Yeah, I mean, a little deeper than a basic level, but still kind of basic.
Okay.
I know what a bukkake is.
Well, for example, my avatar is
Anderson knows.
the flag of the
Hentai.
Shinsengumi. The Shinsengumi fought for the shogunate against the imperialists in the 1800s, late 1800s, and they were pretty much like the last of the samurai,
Okay.
and they all got killed,
I mean,
except
as
for
far as I
one
know-
guy.
Tom Cruise.
No. Hajime Saito.
Who's that?
He was, they called him the Wolf of Mibu. The Shinsengumi were known as the Wolves of Mibu, but he was known as the Wolf of Mibu. He killed a bunch of dudes in like a bunch of wars and battles, and he ended up becoming a policeman in the Meiji era.
I know in early Japan they were pretty brutal, and
Oh, yeah.
like they believed in honor and a code, but they also had people.
Yeah,
that broke
constantly.
Yeah.
It was dirty tactics, man, left and right.
Dirty tactics, but in public, no, don't shame in public. Like,
Right, right,
do it behind the scenes.
right.
Yeah, what's their religion again? Shintoism?
Not even. I mean, most of them didn't have a religion.
No, they had a way of life. They had a strict way of life with.
Well, they had temples, but they don't really have like a devotion to the religious figures. You know, like if you're near a temple, you go and you throw a coin in and you
And
say
values,
a
yeah.
prayer with some incense, but it's not like a big thing for them.
From what I know, they had values and a strong culture, like a strong cultural
There were rules, yeah.
rules. Yes, rules, like that kind of thing.
You don't do this at dinner. You don't do that. You know, when you walk in the house, you say things a certain way.
And they had like a chieftain, like a kingdom sort of thing with like many, like kings of cities, not kings of nations.
Oh, feudal lords, yeah.
Feudal lords, yeah, like
Yep.
like a lot of cultures and societies had that.
Yeah.
Like America now.
Right.
Right.
Who's
Feudalism
the,
plus.
who is the
Those
feudal lord of the Southwest?
Alex Jones.
No, have you seen the movie Beverly Hills Ninja?
Huh?
You know, Chris Farley? Beverly Hills
Oh,
Ninja?
yeah, I just saw that 2 days ago. It's funny you bring that up because it was
Yeah,
just
I saw it too. It was free on YouTube.
Okay, that must
How
be
did
it.
I not hear about this? The U.S. paused all immigration applications from 19 countries.
Really?
Yeah, that's old news.
Oh. Don't send us you're tired, you're poor, or you're fucking
They also moved weed to a Schedule 3.
you're murderous.
He needs to put India on that list, though, if he's serious.
Trump- did you
Otherwise,
see
he's just
that
fucking
one?
around.
Trump signed an executive order. He just moved weed to Schedule 3.
Which is
Yeah.
better for everyone, right?
And he had like a
Yeah.
whole bunch of doctors behind him, like standing there.
Okay, because here's my question. What does this mean to me? Like I can buy 1 ounce of weed a day.
It
but I
really
can't-
changes nothing for you.
So like
What it will do is help. It'll help current veterans in the near future, like in 5 to 10 years, maybe even 2 to 5 years. They might be able to get access to cannabis-related products as healthcare at the
But-
federal level.
It
Why
also
did-
means that feds can't raid you if they want to.
Why didn't he just
Make it
deschedule it
legal.
away? Did he just try to help the cartels? You try to help the legal
I know. I
cartels?
I think it's the benefit of having a narcissist as president. He found out people don't like him right now, so he's going to do something popular.
Mm.
He should just deschedule it altogether. People
Hey,
will
John.
remember that.
I think Congress has to do that.
I think he's playing whack-a-mole. He's everyone that's coming to him with a problem. He's like, "Here's the solution."
Here's what pisses
Executive
me
order.
Off. Here's
Executive
what
order.
pisses me off, right? My state sells weed for double the price that the next state over sells it for.
Yeah.
What is up with that? I mean, they're almost trying to shoot themselves in the foot, I think, by doing that.
They
Well,
want you
you
to
always
move.
tell me like that you don't live in the state where I think you live, and I don't know whether you're just like trying
Gaslighting me.
to. Well,
I think it also means
not
that you
gaslighting me
possibly-
so much as just trying not to reveal where you live.
Yeah, I don't want anyone to know that. And I had a chance to
So-
talk to somebody, and I
So if
didn't.
I don't mention it, then I am correct about where you live, right?
You might be.
Well, you've heard me say it many times.
No, I haven't. You think I live in New York?
No. You told me you lived in New
Washington.
York when I told you that you lived in Mass.
All right, but maybe I live in New York.
Right, maybe you do. So, because you live in Mass, I'm going to tell you, that's your fucking problem. They do that shit with everything. Every fucking thing there is, they fuck people and charge them twice as much. That's the Massachusetts way, bro.
But
You could
that's
literally just move right over the border into Connecticut and not be as fucked in the ass.
I
They don't
don't
want
know
people to
about
pay.
that. I don't know about that. I would check.
I'm not saying that Connecticut won't fuck you in the ass. I'm just saying Massachusetts is like at the top of ass fucking.
But I'm
But
saying
they're the
that
richest, aren't they?
I'm not talking about Massachusetts.
I don't know where you live, so I can't comment on it.
Right, but I'm
Whatever
not
state you
talking
have.
about.
They just wanna-
I'm not talking about Massachusetts. They are pretty good with their weed prices up there. Or
Well,
down
why don't you grow your own weed at home, like small
Because I'm a
buckets?
fool. Because I'm a fool. I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, that takes
pretty
skill,
simple,
effort,
mate.
time, energy, money.
Sean, how are
It's like,
how are
why don't
potatoes
you
over
grow
there?
your own potatoes?
Yeah, exactly.
That probably takes less energy and time and skill.
Well,
grow
I heard
potatoes.
weed growing is not as hard. Like you just need a pot at home next to window, a few seeds
No,
grows.
no.
No,
Depending
on
a
the
lot,
plant,
a
you're
lot
right.
can go wrong. We
Sean,
grow
I need a
it
female
here.
one.
Yeah.
And
I
you
remember
can't just
growing
grow the
seeds.
plant. You need to have the plant produce the desired result, which a lot of
Yeah.
technique goes into that.
Yeah, and
Into
there's all
increasing the
kinds of,
CBDs
you
and-
know,
It's a science.
and stuff can go wrong.
Science.
Science.
They're what are those short Russian bushes? What are those called? There's like
Short
a very,
Russian
Yeah,
bushes?
there's a short.
Sativa. Sativa.
I don't think it's sativa. It's not sativa or indica. It's something else. It's another strain. Anyways, that strain is very easy to grow. Apparently, it's short. It doesn't grow huge, and it gives you good flowers. So if you want to grow,
Wait,
it's an
there's a
easy one.
third strain of weed?
Yeah,
Yeah, hybrid.
hybrid as well. Let me
No,
look it up.
hey, you guys, I know you don't really know me that well, but if you come to my channel, if I get enough donations, I will eat mad honey on my channel live, so that you can watch me potentially off myself.
Can I give you money so you don't do that on my channel live?
Sure.
All right. It's called auto flowering strains. That's what it's called. Auto
I heard the
flowering.
Israelis did a lot of science on hemp weed.
Yeah.
I think weed is not as bad as alcohol. But I don't know why people are still making it illegal. Is it because of money that the cops want to do something?
Yeah, it's because of money and control and all kinds of reasons. It originally started as a racist thing against black people because the only people who smoked it back in the early days were jazz musicians and lower income black people, and they used it as a racist bargaining chip.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't be surprised in the future when weed is legal. But if they keep on making it so strong that, like, I heard that if young people take a lot, you can get psychosis. So there is negative side effects to it. If you take a lot of it if you're young.
Well,
That's
you
always
shouldn't be
been true,
taking
though.
it if you're young, though, right?
You shouldn't be using marijuana if you're under 30.
There's an age limit.
Oh, there's also abuse of all drugs. It doesn't even matter. You can always abuse a drug.
Right. Caffeine can be abused.
Yeah.
Water.
Caffeine is the gateway drug.
Well,
I still remember my first Pepsi.
I've heard a couple stories of people overdosing on water because they were trying to get high by drinking too much water, and they drowned their organs and they died. They shut down their own organs.
I don't think you
Or
can drown your
breathing. I heard you
organs.
can get high on breathing.
Yeah, you flood out the salts and that will kill
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Hyponatremia. I never heard of people drinking water to get high, but
Oh yeah, they had to install efficiency toilets in the prison because the prisoners were doing it.
yeah.
If you drink enough water, you will get high, but if you drink too much water, you will die.
I tried to
Well, if you
drink too much
drink enough
water.
water-
I puked.
If you drink enough processed water without electrolytes, it could flush out your current electrolytes. And then so when you're in that period of being deprived of electrolytes, that could feel like being high.
I don't know. I never
right
tried.
before you die from organ failure.
Yeah, you could sniff paint too. That'll make you feel high.
Right?
I never drank that much water because I really don't want to go to sleep and then wake up piss in my bed or something. You know, like I don't want that to happen.
So Benjamin, you have the reins. I need to do other
Yeah.
things.
I think I'm going to bounce too pretty soon. But yeah.
Good time.
Yeah, good time, guys. Thanks for coming, everyone. All
Hey,
welcome back.
hey, you guys,
Welcome
if
to
you
the
ever
channel.
want to come to my channel, please do.
Yeah,
Because
can you give us your channel link and I'll post it here?
yeah, maybe.
What do you do over there?
Right.
You try to raise money to do stupid shit?
Not all the time. That's
No,
just
okay.
that's just the flavor of the month right now. But hang on.
All right, bye. I'll see you again.
Well,
bye.
yeah, everyone's got to make their money however they can. So,
Bye.
No, I'm a bass guitar player,
nice.
somewhat, and the last thing I did was I was supposed to do a 24-hour stream, but I did 22 hours because I was told that I could just kill it because he knew I was going to do the full 24 hours, and he paid me half of the cost of an acoustic bass guitar. I can't get to your channel for some reason all of a sudden.
Oh, because
Right.
you came through Hank's side.
oh, I see what you mean.
Probably.
No, but like
I
in the back
came
in the
From
private chat.
Deniz's side, not Hank.
Oh.
In the private chat.
Oh, in the private chat. Okay, I can
Yeah,
do that.
I'll
Sure,
post it.
absolutely.
What do you have in your mouth?
A cigarette.
No, my dog. She has a piece of plastic.
All right, this is your channel.
Yeah. Thank you, sir. I had a good time talking about all these philosophical ideas today.
Yeah, this is
you're
my
welcome.
favorite place to hang out.
Religion,
Love
philosophy.
having you, Dennis. You're one of our favorites for sure. If not the, yeah.
Yeah.
I love religion. I love philosophy. I mean, I don't love religion. I'm not a practitioner by any means. I've done DMT too much to put any stock in religion. But but I do believe that something is going on.
Yeah, I agree. I don't like religion either. I think it's not. I understand why it was what it was, but yeah, religion's not so great.
It's not anymore.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for having me, and have a happy holidays. And
Yeah, happy holidays, everyone.
and thank you for having me.
Enjoy your festivities and your families. Appreciate them.
Yeah, right. Because they won't always be there.
Either will you. Yeah. Have a good one.
All right. Have a good one.
Peace.